Welcome to Pure Mind Magic, the show to evolve your mind. Our mind is the most powerful thing we have, but no one teaches us how to use it. When we find out how, we're ready to create magic in life and in business. Learn real mindset secrets from brilliant minds around the world to change your mindset and income level forever. With every decision you make, you create your future. What is your next move? Now, welcome your host, international magician, speaker, and podcast performance consultant, Jennifer S. Royal.
Hi, this is Jennifer and welcome back to Pure Mind Magic. I know it's been a while since I've published the last episode, but I really got into the entrepreneurial world, and you know that means you are like busy all the time, and now in the Christmas phase there's a lot to do also with the magic shows. But here is the latest episode, and I think it's pretty interesting what we are talking about today, because my guest is Bianca Angela Maria. She's also from Germany and living not that far away from me here in Munich, and we met this year at a seminar, and she just answered the question of the speaker, or the other way around. So she asked the speaker a question. And then I thought, what she's doing is very interesting, since I also got, due to my magic, into hypnosis and all this work with the subconscious mind. And Bianca is working with that on a really deeper level, and she's helping a lot of businessmen worldwide to break free from all limiting beliefs and everything that's blocking things that may have their origin in the childhood. So she has special techniques to accomplish that, and one is the RTT. I've talked about this on the show here before. That is the rapid transformational technique, and it's all about how you can use this technique to create your own financial freedom. And this is the main focus of this episode, and this is what Bianca is really an expert in. So I think that's really interesting, because we all know that you can't just gather information by reading books and going to all the seminars. So when you don't put it into action, and when there's something holding your back, you move in circles, and it's this catch-22, and you can't break out of it. And maybe you don't know what it is that is holding you back to live your full potential, especially when it comes to creating money in abundance. So let's talk about that with Bianca and see what you can learn from this technique, and maybe how she can help you individually. Before we dive into the interview, I have another author who was reaching out for me, and at the time of recording now, during the early state of December, it's all about Christmas, and we know Christmas has this magical time. So it's all about stories and storytelling. And the name of this author is Christopher Laird. I hope I spelled that correctly, or pronounce it correctly, from Detroit, Michigan. And Christopher is writing science fiction since the age of 15. So this is really his passion. And he came up with many stories and also books. And what fits so well with this time of the year now is his short story that is an ebook. And the title is The True Meaning of Christmas, from the perspective of an alien. What I think is really an interesting angle to go about the whole subject. So I will leave some links in the show notes where you can pick up this short story ebook from Christopher, and also check out his other work. He is currently working even on a screenplay for this. So it's a trilogy of 3 books, but I think, the Christmas story is perfect for now. So check that out when you are into science fiction and find out what the perspective of an alien is. I think what is quite interesting when someone from another world is looking above our world, when everything lights up in this time and everyone is just in a better mood and it's all different and it's all about family. So it's just a very, very special time. And let's see what an alien thinks about that. So you got some good input here with some entertainment, and also I hope you are ready for the interview to learn how to create financial freedom using a special kind of hypnotic technique. So here is for you, Bianca Angela Maria. Hi, Bianca. Welcome to Pure Mind Magic.
Hi. Hi, Jennifer.
Great to have you on the show today. And this will be a really great episode about mindset and mental techniques that can help you transform a lot of patterns and things that are holding you back that might be in your blind spot. So before you reveal all your mind secrets, Bianca, can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Yes, sure. My name is Bianca Angela Maria, and I'm a clinical hypnotherapist working with a lot of clients all over the world, online, especially online, and helping them to release emotions. First of all, fear, because fear is the most common blockage, and helping them also to become really successful in several ways and build and boost real confidence.
Wow, that sounds so great, because we all know that confidence is like the magic key to open almost any door, and the most confident person in the room always wins. So do you have some really quick tips, practical tips, like from your best practice, things that the listeners can take away to instantly improve their confidence?
Yeah, first of all, change a bit the point of view. And looking like a bit, softly at yourself, like a bit more kind to yourself, because often we are ourselves' biggest enemy. So if you look into the mirror and you can say to yourself, and I'm really proud to have an amazing relationship with you, and listen to your words and smile to yourself into the mirror, I think that's one of the best things you can do every morning.
That's so interesting. And it's most of the time that the easiest things have the biggest impact. It's the same with magic. So tricks with a really easy trick behind the illusion, have the biggest impact. And it's so easy to just stand in front of your mirror. But the interesting thing is almost no one does it.
Exactly. But this is where it starts from. The way you can look at yourself will also create the point of view how the others in your environment will notice you. So your inner energy, your inner mindset, your inner wisdom, your personality, everything that's inside you will, it's like showing up who you really are, and your environment just responds back. So you can also see on the outside how your energy goes, where the energy flows, what you need to change. You can really use your whole environment like a mirror.
That is so true. It's like you're radiating out this energy inside of you, and then
exactly
everything around you mirrors back who you are and what you will see in the world. And this is exactly why everyone sees a kind of different reality, right?
Exactly. But this is where it starts. It's the only reality you have. It's your own one. So take care of it.
Yes, very good advice, Bianca. So I'm curious, what made you decide to become a hypnotherapist?
Well, it was my personal story. And the story behind was a really, really hard smoker. And there was one night I was smoking a cigarette in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock about it. And I got a big fight with my partner because he said, now you're so addicted. This is really like so worse. And I said, yes, you're right. I had a big fight. And then I prayed. I literally prayed to God and said, there must be something on this planet to help me to overcome this bad habit. To overcome this addiction. And on the next morning, 9 a.m., there was an email in my inbox from a friend of mine. And she said, you know what? Marissa Peer helped me and she will help you too. Here is something. Try this. It was about quit smoking. And I remembered a few hours ago, I was lying in bed crying, begging God to help me. And so I decided, okay, just give it a try. And it worked instantly. Half an hour later, well, I was completely cigarette free and just quit smoking in 90 minutes. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? And I realized really in the first few minutes that there's something magic behind. There's something really like pure power going on. And then I decided to study this because I already had a practice for holistic medicine in Germany. And we're practicing with a lot of clients. And then I decided, okay, now I need to implement this technique in my office. Yeah.
What an inspiring story behind that. So that sounds like a strong motivation you had and you had to change. So that was your calling. You mentioned this technique, and Bianca, can you share a few insights about what this technique is or how it works or who this is for?
Okay, so this is RTT, Rapid Transformational Therapy, developed by Marissa Peer. I'm directly trained from her in person, and she's simply incredible. She is just amazing in every possible way, and this method is, well, hypnotherapy, or it is hypno-based, but it's even way more because it changes the emotion inside. And also your point of view, and it's like reframing your whole reality. And as we mentioned before, it's the only reality you have. So if you can change your reality, the whole world changes for you. And this is so incredible. And for nearly everybody can use it. There's just a few people with like brain damage and some hormone issues they cannot use it, but it's nearly for everybody.
That sounds really great and like a magical formula behind it to get this rapid results, what everyone is looking for, like in no time.
Yes, because there's one sentence Marissa always said, it just creates a second to have a trauma. Why shouldn't it be away in 1 second?
Yes, that's this kind of real magic or close to real magic, we could say, to transform lives. Bianca, you mentioned in the beginning that you are working with clients from all around the world online, and you have really a strong focus and you are an expert in helping people to get financial freedom and like getting rid of all the blocks and patterns that are holding them back to live their full potential. So do you have some great tips for the listeners on where they can start working on themselves, maybe with self-talk or their thoughts to alter the reality, to finally get into the state of financial freedom?
So the first thing I do with my clients is like doing a bit of analysis, and I say to them, okay, listen to the words you say to yourself. And then they come up with things like, all these beliefs they have. Money doesn't grow on trees. Who do you think you are to deserve this? And all this stuff. We know all these like really bad beliefs. And the thing is, we just grew up with them. We picked it up from our environment, parents, grandparents, teacher, wherever, doesn't matter. But this really like bad thinking about money, this negativity, is also like blocking the money outside. Because when you're like giving them such a bad attitude, you don't want to have something in your life. So your subconscious mind will block money for you because you name it bad, right? Mm-hmm. So because you're like feeling behind, and this is the really different point. I'm working with the feeling, the emotion behind. So how do you feel with maybe 1,000 euro in a hand? What do you feel if you have to pay a fee? What do you feel if you have to pay your taxes? So these feelings behind the money, this is where the like work really starts, because the feeling behind will create your environment and your reality. And so what I'm doing most of the times with my clients is changing the emotions related to money, so they can allow themselves really to open up and say yes to money, and say, yes, I'd love to have money in my life. And this is really a big game changer. And I had it several times that one client, she was in my office one time, and she quadrupled her income in 4 weeks.
Wow.
Just by open up and saying yes to money.
What a great story. Yeah. Bianca, so I'm sure a lot of the listeners would love to copy that results. So do you have a few tips they can take away right away to just get started and open up for themselves to be able to really receive money and enjoy money? Because we know money is an energy and it has to flow. So it doesn't work when you hoard it and you stop the flow. It has to be in this flow, and you have to be able to receiving, meaning you have to have room to receive money. So what is your advice here?
Receiving money is like really open up and saying yes to your life, to the best version of yourself. And it's also the feeling behind like trusting the universe, trusting that it's coming, and that the best in universe will happen for you. And this is a feeling, it is just incredible, because you know that everything is going to be aligned in your life. Everything will come together, and just like a domino effect, pum, 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 pum. And it is amazing. And everything starts with the decision. It starts with the decision being financially free, loving money, taking care of the money as an energy, as you take care of your partner, of your spouse, of your kids, of your house. You take care and love it. And this is the same way you should treat your money. And say, yes, I'd love to have you stay in my house. I'd love to have you stay in my account. and this is like really open up, and also do it with an open heart. This is the best thing you can do, to invite it.
So why is it not possible to, from a mindset of lack, manifest money?
Well, it is just possible to manifest from abundance, or from joy, from like really being happy and totally aligned with yourself. From my perspective, it's not possible, because everything you focus on is just growing. And there are so many all the mental coaches and coaches out there, they all teach the same, and it is truly the deep wisdom behind. Yeah. So what you focus on expands, and so focus on saying very well welcome to your money and staying at your account. Yeah, it's the only thing we need to change. Maybe I share a different story, so it's like you can really get a really good picture of this feeling. When my kids learned cycling bike, my partner said, "Don't fall off, don't fall off, don't fall off." And this was like really horrible. She was, it was really hard for her. And then we changed, and I trained with her 5 minutes, and I just said to her, "Oh yeah, you're doing an amazing, great job. Just sit on it. Just sit, relax, sit on it." And she just sit on it, because she changed the focus of not falling off to sit on it. And this is exactly what we need to do. We just need to say to the money, "Yeah, come over," like a good friend. And it will stay as a good friend. That's it.
Very nice. So you mastered this skill already. And
yes,
it was really interesting because we actually met in person at a seminar in Munich, like I think 3 weeks ago. And now, Bianca, you are a very successful businesswoman with what you are doing, but you also made this transition for yourself, like having a business that was going okay to now being really successful with what you are doing. So can you share with us some insights on your breakthrough and what made up this turning point and you opening up your mindset, being ready, being able to be now so successful and helping so many people with what you are doing?
The biggest game changer for me was sales. And this moment when I realized that I have no business as long as I cannot sell, this was really the game changer. This was a turning point. And now I'm really like earning the money. I'm worth it. And I'm helping so many people out there, and they're transforming instantly. But now I am just able and allow myself to ask for the money, to ask for my fee. And especially women have a lot of problem with this, because I was raised up like, yeah, who do you think you are to deserve this? This was exactly what my mother, I've been told for so many years. And now I could change this belief into, oh yes, I definitely deserve it, because I'm transforming people's lives, helping ladies to get pregnant, to overcome any kind of fear, to be confident, a better salesperson. And this is what I really love also behind it, is it's just, if you realize how the mind works and this like method behind it, you can change everything. I changed everything in my life with RTT, and I'm so proud and so thankful to be able to be in this position to help so many people out there. And asking for your fee and being that confident and say, just, it's the same here. Say yes to your potential. Say yes to your abilities. Say yes to who you are. And then the energy and the money will just come back.
I love that. So that's really nicely said and makes a lot of things clear. And I was really impressed on how you transformed and what you did there and how you scaled your business. And I think you're so right with the sales, and everyone is in sales. So we sell ourselves every time and every day, like to other people. And even when we are dating, we are selling ourselves and the best version of us to attract an attractive partner. So it's really interesting. And it's this mindset thing. So So you just have to think of it differently, because when you sell something, doesn't mean that you're manipulating. You are doing someone else a favor in the end, like helping them.
Exactly. And this is where the change or the shift comes from, because I am able to help this person. Why shouldn't I make an offer? It would be insane. It would help no one. So, and this was the changing point for me as well, to say, yes, I have this ability. I'm able to help so many people out there. So now I just move on and go out, express myself, and say, well, I have so amazing results in my office. One of my clients, it's not 2 years ago, she was in my office. At this point, she was 19 years old, and she had to walk on crutches because she was not able to walk on her own feet and had a lot of massive pain. And on the other hand, she was not able to feel her feet. So, and the regular doctor, medicine, they said, no, this must be some psychic thing. We don't know what to do with her. And then they really locked her into the psychological side, and at least they gave her morphine with 19, because the doctors were not able to find the issue, the root cause behind it. And the mother came into my office totally desperate and said, you know what, please help me. I don't know what to do with my daughter. She's just 19 years old and now on morphine. And I said, okay, I do whatever I can. Just bring her over. I do whatever I can. And I really fight it for her. And 1.5 hours later, she was able to walk straight on their feet without any pain. And she took the scratches, gave it to her mom, and said, Mom, would you please carry this for me, because I will never ever touch this again.
Wow.
And this is really still for me so amazing. And now this is 2 years ago. We had a second session. Now she's training to become one of the best sports climber in Germany, because she could build up a lot of confidence just from this one scene. And yes, I will share the secret behind, because everybody is asking, what was it? What was it? Pure emotional blocks. And once she released the emotion behind it, she just could walk. And she is still, she's totally fine, and also like telling the story, sharing it. And this is why the radio station took notice from me, because of the success, just of the pure success behind and the results. And so there are a lot of more different stories I can share with you, but I think this was the first really big one. But I have several more.
That is really, really impressive. So thanks for sharing this. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people in the audience are now really curious on how to work with you and get rid of all the emotional blocks. So we can see how massive they can be and how much they really can hold us back from living our lives on our terms. So how can the listeners reach out to you, Bianca? What is the best way to connect with you? I think you mentioned that there is an option to book a free call with you to see how you can help. So please let us know how this is possible. So
we will put a link here in this chat, or I don't know how to call, so say it. We just put a link there, and so you can book me a link. It's absolutely for free. I'm really looking forward to being in touch with you, interested in your story, because this is one of the things I really love in my, well, I will not say work, it's my life. The people's stories and the stories behind is really one of the fascinating things in my life. All these incredible people out there coming to me, asking for help. And can't wait to be in touch with you. Just, book your free session. let us be in touch, and can't wait to hear your story.
Perfect. So the link will be directly in the show notes for everyone, easy to access it
show
and
notes.
connect with you.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
So Bianca, let's shift gears a little bit, because I still have this question on my list here, because researching your website showed me that you're also helping people with aerophobia. And I think this is still something a lot of people are dealing with, and especially when you study all the plane crashes, and thanks to the new media, when something like that or just an accident in a plane happens somewhere, it is all over the world in minutes. So I guess 30 years ago, that was kind of different, because you might not have took notice of it, but today you will. And of course, as you mentioned, so where the energy or where the focus is, the energy goes. So you get more of this. And I know a lot of people that are also working for big airlines, helping people to get rid of this aerophobia. But maybe you can give us some insights on that, like why do people come up with aerophobia, and what are some strategies to cope with it?
Well, the first common reason is just the fear of being not in control. It's a situation where they have to sit passive, doing nothing. And this is exactly what our brain, where the mind is not quite good at it. Now, when you're like calming down and relaxing, and you do not have to do anything, then it's like speeding up the mind. And this is in these situations, it's like you need to take control over your mind. It's not the situation, it's the mind. And you can control your thoughts. You can focus on everything is fine, everything is cool. It's one of the safest way in the world to travel. And really like constantly repeating calming and relaxing sentences to yourself, because your subconscious mind is listening every single word, and exactly focusing on the good sides and taking control over your thoughts, over your mind. This is the only thing you can really control. Everything out there is not under your control. And once you got that big secret, this is a game changer.
Wow, that explains a lot, I guess. And I know also from the other side that some people that are really stressed out, that are very busy, that are high achievers, they are kind of grateful for this time on the plane, because this is the time where no one can reach them. So there is no telephone. And I mean, now a few airlines already have internet on the plane, but not all of them. So these people are really happy to have this time for themselves without being reached by the outer world. So again, it's all in your mind. So it's just a decision in your mind, changing your mindset about the thing, because everyone experiences kind of the same reality, being in this plane going from A to B.
And my advice is also like start with little, maybe just European or inner country flights when you're in the US, maybe for 2 hours, 3 hours, New York, Chicago and back or something like this. And then it's also like the more you practice this and you're safe every time, your mind will realize, oh, this was completely for nothing. Okay, I stressed myself for nothing. And and so the more and the often you're just out of the situation, and you can say to yourself, now everything is cool, everything is fine. It was amazing being on this airplane, because I had enough time to read a book, or to listen to my CD, or watch a movie, or just be with me. And then, and then it will change, because your mind will realize, okay, it was just on the mind. Okay, so so this is like a bit funny, but so you can really like stretching your comfort zone, and then you will have maybe a longer flight, about 8 hours, and then up to 12 to 16 and 20, and then you can fly all over the world. Just to break it down in baby steps.
Very nice. So many adventures are waiting around the world to be discovered. And I think we could reach this also from the flip side. Like, it can be a luxury having this time for yourself and being not disturbed. Because when you think of your smartphone, turning it on in the morning, all the notifications popping up, and it goes on like this for the whole day. And there is no place where you can't be reached when someone is calling you, or all the emails coming in, or your family, or the business meeting, or you have to go out for shopping or whatever. And on the plane, like above the sky, you have this luxury time just for yourself. And I think you can use it to think and really think clearly, doing this design thinking of what you would like to do next to gain this clarity.
Yeah, and the best thing is the feeling behind this, and this is no expectations. And this is like calming and relaxing the mind.
Very nice. So this will be like the airplane meditation then.
Yes. It was such a fun being with you here. Amazing.
Great, Bianca. I'm glad to hear that. And to wrap up our episode today, besides, I have the feeling that we could talk on for hours, and maybe I have to bring you back on the show to share even
I'd love to.
More insights with us on how to sell best and using your mental ability to build a cliffhanger here.
I can't wait to share the secret.
Great. So thank you so much, Bianca, for being my guest today on Pure Mind Magic. That was really a pleasure. And I'm really happy that we met in person, and you're actually not too far away from me in Munich here. So maybe the last call, in case anyone from Germany, from the Bavarian area is listening, where are you headed? So in case someone would like to meet you even in person.
At the moment, I'm based in Landsberg am Lech. It's 1 hour south from Munich.
Great. So you have this covered as well. So then I wish you a very magical day, and I'm sure that we will meet in person sooner or later again.
Yes, thank you so much. It was amazing being on this show. I really enjoyed it. Thank you, dear.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening today, and I hope you got some new insights from my interview with Bianca, all on the hypnotic mind techniques. And maybe you're interested in the RTT, the Rapid Transformational Technique. So just reach out for Bianca. There will be a link in the show notes. And also, as mentioned in the beginning, when you are in this Christmas mood and you like entertainment, you like science fiction, then definitely read the new book from Christopher Laird, The True Meaning of Christmas from the Perspective of an Alien. I think this is really, really cool. There's also a link in the show notes, so you can grab your copy and start reading it today. That's all for now. So I wish you a very magical Christmas time. Talk to you soon. Until then, create some magic.